Good morning, friends. It's Joe. Welcome to my scripture reflection for Monday, June the 10th. Hope you're doing well on this Monday morning in June. Beautiful day here in the Northeast. We're getting some very nice weather. I want to ask you once again to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Joe Dwyer, because I will be shifting everything, these videos and other videos I have planned, onto the YouTube channel and maybe exclusively there. Probably within the next couple of months that will happen. So I'm going to ask you to be there and join me as we share this time together, because I think we share some positive life experiences and ways to add value to our life as well as the lives of others. So with that in mind, and I ask you to join my YouTube place, I'm also going to ask you, as I always do, to quiet your minds and hearts as we prepare to hear today's gospel, which is from St. Matthew, chapter 5, verses 1 through 12. When Jesus saw the crowds, he went up the mountain, and after he had sat down, his disciples came to him. He began to teach them, saying, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are they who mourn, for they will be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the land. Blessed are they who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be satisfied. Blessed are the merciful, for they will be shown mercy. Blessed are the clean of heart, for they will see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God. Blessed are they who are persecuted for the sake of righteousness, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are you when they insult you and persecute you and utter every kind of evil against you falsely because of me. Rejoice and be glad, for your reward will be great in heaven. Thus they persecuted the prophets who were before you." This gospel is commonly known as the Sermon on the Mount. It's also known as a recipe for a good and holy life. Jesus was on a mountainside teaching thousands of people, so many that they had to pass along what he was saying if you weren't so close to him. There were no video cameras, there was no YouTube back then, there was no way of broadcasting this. He was speaking, and those closest heard him, and those sent it back, the message back, so to speak, towards the back of the crowd, the cheaper seats, if you will. What Jesus knew was that everyone in that crowd, and we are in that crowd today, will experience what the Beatitudes have to offer. We all mourn. We all have times where we look for righteousness. We all have times where we offer and receive mercy. And the list goes on. And that is the recipe for a good and holy life, with one important exception. We need to add in a pinch of ourselves, because Jesus knew that this wasn't something that was going to fit perfectly over everyone. There was going to be lots of ways that we could compare our notes, so to speak, but we all had our own way, our own pinch of ourselves, if you will, on how we approach these Beatitudes. I kind of think of Clemenza in The Godfather, if you remember the scene when he's making gravy and he's doing everything that, is recipe oriented around the gravy, putting the meat in. By the way, there's very good vegan options for that as well. Putting the sauce in and the tomatoes, and then he adds a pinch of sugar and a shot of wine, and that's his special addition. Our special edition is how we handle these things in the Beatitudes, how we handle those times when we have to mourn, how we handle those times when we are accused of something we didn't do, how we handle those times when we have to offer mercy or receive mercy, and the list goes on there. That's our added pinch, if you will, of ourselves to this Beatitude recipe. And all of that is around the way that we interact with each other and the way we can build our own self-esteem. So the question comes down to, what is that pinch of yourself that you are going to look for, that you realize is the most positive ingredient that you can add? I'd ask you to think about that today, and I'd ask you to think about that each day or with each component of the recipe of the Beatitudes that comes up to you. For this will be an addition to your faith. This will give you more compassion in your heart, and this will give you more value of this life and the ability to offer the value to others. Well, my friends, that's my message for you on this Monday morning. As always, I hope it was helpful. I always welcome your comments and your thoughts, and I always appreciate you being here with me. I want to wish you all a wonderful Monday and start of this week, and I hope to see you back here tomorrow. Take care, everyone.